Howdy, followers. Mr. D here again on another week of accountability and the weight of weight loss. So this week we've been doing pretty good as far as the weight loss goes. We're continuing on. We didn't do as good as we didn't lose this week. We gained a pound, but that could have been through a myriad of things: enjoying food, not balancing, not eating something before the meeting, all these, there was many factors that could have lied into that. Sometimes on Mondays I choose not to eat, or I forget that it until it's too late to eat. Did I know that I think my food will digest until it is time for the meeting? So I sometimes do not wait. I do not choose not to eat, and sometimes my body gets into rescue mode and will store fat until it is time until I am starving, and as such, the said food is in hold and makes me holds my body into a weight pattern. So that's might have been what it did this week. But anyway, regardless, I'm still ahead. Um, for the year, I've lost 10 pounds, and as such, last week I got a 10-pound charm for a chapter for the year. So at least we're making progress, and we're still at the 10-pound loss for the year. Overall, on the overall for the chapter weight, since the highest back in 2021, um, I've lost about 22 pounds. So at least for that's my highest. So that says a lot. I'm keep going, and I'm not back like I was earlier last year and beginning of this year. So we're making progress slowly but surely. I'm hoping to, keep going with the summer achievement, and I do have 8 pounds lost for that. So I'm hoping to really keep going with that and trying my best to keep going and hopefully win something when we go to summer achievement in the fall and at the fire hall. So that'll be nice. And but anyway, this week it's been mostly, what it's been, really trying to manage and balance the time that you have and not so much return to the kitchen for food, and making sure that you are nourished when you choose to eat, making sure that I'm eating a nourished meal and not something just grab, or just something out of random. Sometimes I'll just get random food and eat it, and that doesn't always prove well. Or sometimes I'll be in hunger mode, in starvation mode, and I will just randomly eat things that just make no sense. And I can say many people have been there at times, when you get desperate because you don't want to go to the store or what have you, or you make sure there's not enough food stocked up. And while there is food stocked up, is it that you don't want to cook it or whatever? In that process of learning how to, trying to get into the process of cooking. And I do like to cook. Sometimes at night, it does get a little, when I'm gone all day and then it's like 4 o'clock. I sometimes don't want to cook, but I know sometimes I have to, and and like today, I was very simple. I had a salad left over, uh, a frozen, sealed salad, and some pretzels. So that was, a different meal. Today was very, I had a salad for lunch. So it's a lot of, so I'm hoping for a better outcome this week on a scale because of that. We're at the end of the month, so that's always a good thing. We're trying to be ahead of the month and trying to be the loser if we can. I mean, we can't always guarantee that, but at least I'm trying my best to get to that point at one point or another, or trying to be at the good, working towards a good losing point. I'm doing good, and I know I am, but I can always strive for more, whether it be more exercise, more steps, more miles, what have you. It's interesting. Sometimes we don't think of things to keep us busy, but sometimes we can't always have the technology around us, such as when we had severe thunderstorms earlier today, and as such, I made the decision to shut down all my technology and get into a mode of house cleaning. And I did house clean. It wasn't bad. I mean, my home's not 100% bad, but it always can use some improvement. So, you always find something to clean, like my desk here where I'm sitting, or you find the bedroom always needs some straightening up or some dusting or something, that can help, get piles in the laundry. And I, have a day off this week, so I'll be catching up on laundry. It's always a fun and mundane task, but it does get the steps going up and down. So it's always a fun thing. Um, you know, it's always a fun thing to do that, and when you're done with it, I think whether it's cleaning or doing the laundry or hanging things up, I always think you find that things are so much better and they're so much cleaner and healthier for you, and they just it just makes things you feel so good when you get done with the cleaning aspect of what you have to do. Yeah, it may seem mundane, it may seem, ridiculous that you're doing it, or it may seem strenuous at times if you've never done it or have had a challenge doing it. But once you do it and you make sure that it is clean, it can be a good thing. And it took me a long time to learn that. um, that cleaning is a good thing and it does show progress. Like I'm looking at my keyboard right now and you can't see it on the screen, but it's just it's so much better, and I don't have to navigate around piles of papers, and I've filed through the said piles of papers today. So it's been a very productive day, even though I did go to the day program today and I did have a sensible salad for lunch today because that was what was on the menu, and it automatically became what was on the menu. So sometimes, things don't happen the way they do, but I got to help make the menu and got to help decide and help prepare the food, which was really good and really tasty, I thought, and everybody loved so much. The food that I had prepared for everyone, I assisted in preparing. Um, but just keeping busy is the main thing, when you have downtime, not retreating yourself to the kitchen, if you will, to nourish yourself and fulfill yourself with what you think you need, but when reality you do not, because your body knows when you need to eat, and you too should eat on a schedule that is helpful for you, and that when you nourish yourself with good, healthy, doable food that is healthy and viable and good. Now, sometimes we may need to quench our thirst or what have you, but there are times for that activity as well. But it's just how you balance it. It could be a balancing. It's in reality, it's a very balancing and challenging act of what you do. Um, it's just very, very challenging and very balancing. I've realized that, sometimes it's just not thinking about the drink or thinking that it's there so that I don't waste it, or maybe just waiting until you can have it later on when you'll want it, instead of, you know, gushing it all down at one time, and not, being considerate of, when do I need it? When, I don't need it right now. I might need it later, or I might need it, when I crave it the most. Like for me, I like to crave a soft drink in the morning because that's my go-to. It's always been my go-to, and I ever since living on my own, I've always wanted to start the day with something to try to wake me up from my sleeping med. And it's never easy, but it's what helps me, and it's very important to do to keep that med going and making sure that it's in line. Otherwise, I would not take it, and it would fall into a disarray of issues. Um, Regardless, it's all what you work on, what you can do. Yeah, soda's not 100% the perfect drink for me, and I know that, but at least I'm improving on some of those issues. So, it's all in how you see it. It's all in how you work things in life, and how you balance that load, and keeping that balanced diet, and eating healthy things, and just making sure that you're measuring your portions and everything like that. So with that being said, I want to thank you for listening. Be sure to have a good week. Just so you know, I lost, as I said, I gained a pound this week, and I'm still 10 pounds for the year and 22 pounds overall. So hopefully we make progress next week. We have weigh-in on Monday, and we have weigh-in meeting on Monday, and then we don't have anything for 2 weeks because of Independence Day. So I thank you again for listening, and have an awesome day, everyone.